last year around March, just when we went into first lockdown, there was another 10-kilometre earthquake in just outside of Broadford, which covers the Puckapunyal military base in that area. And I know a few people that live close there in Heathcote and that felt it.
So with seeing those buildings falling down in Paran, that tells me that there was a maglev running under Paran from out there in the mountains. And we've got loads and loads of entry points that come off the ocean and into the country. Mm-hmm. And this place is hollow earth from all of the underground tunnels, as in the transport system. It's an
I've been in the process of doing a video on my hometown, Bendigo, which I've had some other researchers who are very, very good at this particular sort of stuff, people that have been in the tunnel system and that can understand the occult symbology of a lot of the layout of my town. And we've had, they've been doing up all the government and old buildings for about the last 3 years, right? Our council, there's a big uproar in Bendigo at the moment because our council owned the council building, which is, it's along a place called Littleton Terrace, and I know that they run tunnels off terraces. These are marking points, and it's actually marked. I can go into it later, but the whole layout of this area is quite interesting. Mm-hmm. The town hall on the back, we've got Littleton Terrace, and the tunnel runs from there to the post office. I know this. I've seen videos of them talking about this, where they built some of these in World War II. But what happened was the council has now sold this land, has built another hub. And they're paying for the land where we already owned it on the council building. Got a contract for this site, and it was taking them ages. I snuck in and got some footage of it, and there's massive tunnel entries right over. It was just a grassland area over the council land, and he said they're finding all sorts of old weaponry and stuff like that in there. And there's sort of, it's just this is just in my local town.
And I know the vibe of Bendigo because I lived in Victoria for some time, and because I was born a psychic and I don't really put it out there, but being in Bendigo, I just went, we went for a walk behind the post office. If everybody knows, they're Tartarian buildings in Bendigo. Oh, yeah. They're just incredible. Yeah. Behind it in that great big park, no wonder it's a park, because it just felt like there were a lot of dead ones under the ground. I think there's
a tunnel that goes from the Bendigo Law Courts, which has got the reptilian gargoyles right out the front. They've got the six-pointed star on the clock. And I know there's a tunnel that goes from the Law Courts all the way up to the old jail. And these are everywhere. And the other thing I've been learning too is a lot of them are marked by palm trees. And if you go around Bendigo, all the markings, all the key Catholic buildings, old orphanages, all marked with these palm trees. And if you look at the Epstein, what's the symbol of the Epstein Island? It's the palm tree, right? Mm. So these are important markers that I've sort of been learning. And funny you said you're a psychic, because the last 3 or 4 days I've been going, there's something fucked up in this town. There's something going on. I almost couldn't bear the energy here. And that's why I've gone up to Mildura. I said yesterday, I'm getting out.
Yep.
I don't know what it was. I couldn't put my finger on it. I said, there's something very dark going on here.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. The weather's been extremely strange. And then I got out yesterday, right on solstice, and then we have this. But the other one too, I do believe this was man-made, or stuff to do with what's going on underground. But very synchronistically, I was listening to a David Wilcock talk yesterday, and he's talking about the solar maximums that come every 11 years. Mm-hmm. And about this Russian scientist that mapped the solar maximums with periods of war, revolution, and these come around particularly, every sort of 11 years. And at the point when people are reaching hardship, revolution, depression, anger, what did we see yesterday? The massive build-up in Melbourne.
Incredible.
And then this can actually trigger volcanoes, earthquakes. So I do think it could have been a combination of the two, or that the energy that they were actually trying to build up, they wanted this build-up of the people, so it would then give them permission to do particularly what they've done